We have used MIT App Inventor for creating this app. This is the first screen which appears when we open the app, which shows the logo, and this is the logo, and we have the start button. Going to blocks, we have button 1, which refers to the start button. When it is clicked, it opens another screen called the home screen. The home screen is the next screen which appears when the start button is clicked right after the screen 1. Here we have the logo of our app and 4 buttons. What does this app do? Scan, about us, and help. What does this app do? Tells us the purpose of the app. So going to blocks, we have 4 blocks here. So button 2 refers to what does this app do button. When it is clicked, it opens another screen called what does this app do. So we created a screen telling the purpose of the app. Going to the screen, what does this app do? We have the logo of our app and a back button over here. Back button takes a person back to the home screen. Here, when button 1 clicked, open another screen called home. Now, here we have mentioned the purpose and the importance of wearing a mask and the purpose of the app, which is it used to distinguish between a person wearing a mask and a person without a mask. So our next button is the scan button, which scans the picture taken by the user and gives them the result. So when the scan button is clicked, which is button 3, when the scan button is clicked, it opens another screen called scan result, which is another screen which we created, which shows the result after the image is classified. So we have the back button here, which is button 4. On clicking the back button, the person goes back to the home screen. Going back to the designer, we have an image icon, image 1. So once the picture is taken by the same cam component, the picture will appear here over in this image icon. TinyDB is used for storing the image in the gallery or like the storage space of the device. And we have ML4K component, which is our extension. ML4K refers to machine learning for kids, which is our imported extension. So here, this is our machine learning for kids page. We have inserted 50 images of a person wearing a mask and 50 of a person not wearing a mask. Wear a mask to stay safe refers to a person not wearing a mask, while thank you for wearing a mask implies that a person is wearing a mask. And we have trained our model. So coming back to the scan results screen, we go to blocks. We have button 3, which is our scan button. So on button 3, when button 3 is clicked, it calls the same cam component mentioned earlier, which takes a picture. Once the picture is taken, when same cam after picture, it calls TinyDB mentioned earlier, used for storing the picture. Tag is the image icon and value to store is the image. These 2 blocks are used for displaying the image on the icon which is present there on the image icon. Okay. Going back to the designer page, we have the classify button, which here we can see click the button below to classify. So the classify button shows our result if we are wearing a mask or not. And also we have inserted our API key over here. Going to blocks, we have the button 1, which is called the classify button, which calls our machine learning for kids imported extension to classify the image. The path of the image is shown here, which is displayed on the image icon as mentioned earlier. After the ML4K component classifies the image, we display the result, which is wear a mask to stay safe or thank you for wearing a mask. After classification, it displays one of the results in the label, which I have inserted earlier. Here is the label. So the result, which is wear a mask to stay safe or thank you for wearing a mask, will overlap this. Click on the button below to classify and we can see our result. So our next button is about us, which will tell you about the makers of the app. On clicking the button 1, which is about us, it opens a screen called about us. Going to the About Us screen, the button one here refers to the back button. Here is the back button. On clicking that, it takes a person back to the home screen. This app was created by Ankita, Atulat and Neha for a school projects. Next, we have the next button is the Help button, which is used if a person does not get the desired results. Help button is button 4. When it is clicked, it opens another screen called Help. Going to the Help screen, button 1 again refers to the back button, which take a person back to the home screen. Here is the back button. So now we have two precautions. If we are not getting the right result, we need to ensure there is enough light on our face, there is enough no clutter in our background. So if there are a lot of people in our background, sometimes the classifier might get confused. So we must ensure this. If a person does not know how to use the app, or is getting confused, or does not get the desired results even after following this, they can email us on our account masketatl@gmail.com.